Welcome to Northwest Medical Center's brand new emergency department. As you enter here, you'll see security. This is a security booth. And then you'll enter into our waiting area where you'll be greeted by our registration staff. There's 2 separate registration booths. The waiting room has all been refinished, new floors, new walls, new furniture, new windows, sparkling clean, shiny, and bright.
Beautiful blue chairs.
As you leave the waiting area, you'll come to the consultation room, the quiet room, where we have a small area where the physician can meet with families if they need to. When you leave here, you'll be entering next into the triage room. You'll enter the triage room where the nurse will take your history and bring you into the emergency department, into the appropriate bed where you'll be cared for by staff. This is the hub where the doctors, nurses, and techs do their documentation and consultation work. This hallway is our west hallway. You'll see the first 2 rooms are negative pressure rooms, which are intended for patients with perhaps infectious diseases to keep them isolated. These next 3 rooms are also on a switch that can be turned to turn them into isolation rooms. And again, on the left, those 2 rooms also have the capability of being made negative pressure rooms.
Notice that all the beds, all the patient care areas are very similar in the way they're equipped.
Through our storage area, where we'll be keeping some equipment, we go to the east hallway. These doors bring us into a suite that has dedicated rooms for patients experiencing mental health issues. This room is called the convertible room. You'll notice the doors are shut and locked over all of the equipment that might be accessible otherwise. There's a window in the room and a television embedded in the wall. This room is convertible because it can be used for mental health concerns, or when it looks like this, it can be used for medical patients. We unlock the doors and have access to all of our tools and equipment. Each of the rooms has a window, so if the patient is here for a bit of time, they can tell night from day, and televisions to help pass the time.
Those are 2 rooms, and there's 2 additional rooms that we'll see in a minute. So it's a 4-room unit.
There's an observation window where a sitter can be observing the patient. These rooms are safer rooms. They have special beds and rocking chairs. The rocking chair is very weighted, so it's not a piece of equipment that gets moved around a lot. Again, televisions in the walls and windows so they can tell the time of day, see the outside world. And a bathroom dedicated to this unit, long overdue, much needed, with a shower so the patients have access to showering every day. And again, this is a safer room. A calming mural on the wall to help set the tone. And a workstation where staff can document on these patients or patients across the hall that they might be taking care of. Some of this equipment allows you to run doors, lock doors, unlock doors, open doors. And this is just a nurse call station, so you can tell which patient is asking for nurse help.
So this is a view of the east hallway. So this is a hallway that's basically the same as the west hallway that you just saw. The rooms are all very similar. They each have a computer. You'll notice that the color schemes are calming, and they're all single rooms, a single patient per room. There are chairs for visitors. You'll see a little table there. Each room has a table for patients to be able to place things on or bring food to them. You'll see every room has an overhead light, a monitor for cardiac monitoring,
computer for bedside documentation, a television for patient satisfaction. You'll see the rolling cart underneath the counter, which is a new addition for every single room has one to make workflow easier for the staff with all the supplies in there. And I look back at our central hub again. This is a different view from the other side of the street, basically. You can see where the consultation area is up on this end, where providers will come and see patients and can consult there. You'll see the unit secretary desk and the charge nurse station, along with all the other workstations. And from this area, you can see into many of our patient rooms.
Also point out there's a place for every piece of equipment that we have stored away in storage areas.
Right. Some of those are just photos at this point because our equipment is in our current space. This is a storage area and patient nourishment. Entering through here, this is our offices. Hi, Rachel. Rachel's working today. The director's office. And across the hall, we have our locker room where every employee has their own locker. That's a first. We'll be sharing a few with our registration staff as well and some of our providers. And a break room where it's really important for staff who are dealing with emergent patients all day to be able to get away for a minute, take a break, have lunch, and decompress. This is bright and airy, and part of it was a benefit to us from our auxiliary department, which we greatly appreciate.
This is the front of the emergency department where we take care of the sickest patients. We're turning into the trauma bay. This is the only room in the department that has shared space with 2 patients, potentially. This room was existing prior to the renovation, but now it is better equipped with surgical lighting, computers by the bedside. As you can see, this room is special because it has extra oxygen outlets and able to take anesthetic gases as well. And then we move across to our ambulance bay where patients arrive by ambulance. This again was existing infrastructure, but we've renovated the airflow handling system and the flooring. Also new bay doors. And now we turn into our main resuscitation room, which we call cardiac room. This has also been renovated with new cupboards and a surgical light source as well. And back to the hub.
In the back behind where the guys are working, you can see some glass doors that lead to our med room. This will be the first time we've ever had a specific area with a closed off door to a medication room that just helps give medications more safely. You'll notice almost all of our rooms have sliding glass doors, and there is a privacy curtain that can be pulled behind them if needed. And thank you for watching.